Trail Seeker Adventures jumps in Trail Seeker 1, the truck camper, and heads to Kanawha State Park to check out round 4 of the West Virginia Mountain Bike Association, the Black Bear. Heidi and I stayed the weekend in the campground. What a great time we had out in the trails. We was able to do some hiking and biking, and the Kanawha State Park had some awesome trails. If you're around, make sure you check them out. But now it's race day. It's time to get out, playing, get our bikes ready, work those thighs, hang out with some awesome friends and family, get our bikes prepped, and get it ready for the challenge ahead. It was a perfect day here in southern West Virginia for a mountain bike race. I'm not sure if I'm ready for the challenge, but let's get out on the track and let me show you what Kanawha State Park Trails and the West Virginia Mountain Bike Association is all about. Come along and let me show you the awesome trails that Kanawha State Park has for you. The expert and pro class will be the first one to tackle the track. I am running the e-bike male class. They'll wait 10 minutes and then we are ready. Hit the course. We have what seemed to be about 2 miles of this single blacktop road. And then we'll be jumping off onto an old gravel road. I believe it's labeled as Hoffman's Hollow Trail. I'm not sure if I'm just more out of shape. There goes my friend Bob on the right. Or if my bike is slow, my wife was there on the left taking some video. Heidi was able to come. I'm trying to get her out on the trail. She just got done with surgery. I'll get her back out. We're moving, we're shaking. I'm about mid-pack. My good friend Bob, he's gotten me into a lot of things. My first motorcycle cross-country race, whitewater kayaking, as we come through a pretty scenic section of the road. My good friend Bob also got me in my first mountain bike race, and he actually got me into this e-bike race, which he was way up front, went the wrong way, everybody followed him, and so he also got me in my first e-bike lead position. But I'm not going to stay here long. Basically, it just gave everybody an opportunity to pass me again. I can go pretty fast downhill, but even with an e-bike, I'm still pretty slow going uphill. This is the race leader and winner, the 371 John. There goes Team Mountain Dew on the left again. Met his family, the Whites. There goes Gunner. My good friend AW talked me into locking out my front forks on the slalom. Didn't realize there's going to be a couple rough spots. I told myself on the start, okay, I'm gonna lock this thing out. I cannot forget to unlock this thing. Once we get to the top of this hill, I skipped some of the road, well, most of the road, and I skipped a lot of this. I would say it seemed like 2 to 3 miles on this trail. Most of this trail is a climb. To the left there looked like maybe one of the experts taking a break, which I do not blame them. This is a very long hill, even with an e-bike. Basically, I cut everything out unless I was getting past where I was able to pass somebody. There was something in the air. I was coughing. It sounded like I was a 3-pack-a-day smoker. Here goes my friend Bob again. He was pretty bummed out about going the wrong way. It wasn't really marked that well, but they did mention where to go at the beginning. And most likely Bob was talking and not listening. This is a pretty steep climb. But basically, once we get to the top of this road, we'll make a right, go on up Middle Mountain Road, I believe is the name of it. No, it's Middle Ridge Road. And then we'll get on Black Bear. It's one of the harder downhills. If you're watching the video, if you're interested in the West Virginia Mountain Bike Association, make sure you check their website. Here's where we get onto the Middle Ridge Road. But I mostly do these videos so you can find a place to come out and ride. So make sure you watch. It's going to be kind of a long video. I could cut some of it out, but somebody might want to show their friends or family the trails. And if you're interested in coming, here's where we cut across and start down Black Bear. And unfortunately for me, I forgot to unlock my front forks. But if you're watching the video, and I mostly want to leave it all in just so you can check out the awesome trails here at Kanawha State Park. I've been racing the full e-bike series with this West Virginia Mountain Bike Association, and one of the coolest things is being able to come out here and check all these new trail systems that I never even knew was out here. There's my friend Bob.
Hi.
He's had an injury on a dirt bike, so downhill he's a little overly cautious. Well, I don't know if you can call it overly cautious, but he's just cautious because he don't want to get hurt again, which I do not blame him. This is a pretty cool downhill. I was able to get out with Heidi on Friday and Saturday to come out and check the trails out. I kind of had a line picked out down through there and it worked out fairly well. So far I've been able to get out and pre-run the trails, and that's really good to get out to know like what your line's going to be through a tough section, where the turnoffs are going to be. That's really helped me out getting out here, and if you're able to do that, I highly recommend you get out and check the trails before the race. They're good about coming out and putting up arrows and ribbons so you can come out and check the route out. I'm not sure how early they put them out, but we was here Friday, and for the most part it was labeled. There is a, right there, unlocking my front fork just now. There is a rock down here. It's about a 2 or 3 foot drop. You're not going to be able to roll off of it. You have to jump it or go around it. I was able to find a good line around it. I told as many people as I could about it because I'm out here for fun. Don't want nobody to get hurt. It's not worth it. It's one reason I am out here, because I'm healing up from being hurt from racing dirt bikes. It's an awesome way to keep yourself in shape. You have a couple little roots here to drop off. And here's the rock. I went to the right of it. Somehow got messed up here on this root. At the bottom of this hill, if you stayed right, it will come out onto the road, and that's the closest trail to the campground, just in case you decide to come out and check out the campground. As far as the campground, they do have sites that are powered and have water. They have a dump station for your camper, but signal is pretty bad and there is no Wi-Fi. Actually, in the campground you have no signal. If you get up here on the hill, we have AT&T. You can find signal. If you're at the campground and go right out of the campground, away from the entrance, and go top of the hill, you should be able to find some signal. Right there to the right, if you would go out that way, it would take you right out to the little blacktop road, and stay right and it'll take you to the campground. Now this is a new trail that the trail system has just put in, and I believe we're going up it backwards. It has some switchbacks and some jumps. I wasn't able to come down this trail. It looks like it would be a pretty fun trail to come down. I'm not sure what the name of this trail was, but we'll be staying on this trail until we get up to the Middle Ridge Trail. So the way this race was laid out, we had a road ride for a few miles, a couple miles of uphill single track trail mixed in with some gravel road, then a pretty technical downhill, and now we have this flowy uphill with some switchbacks. Some of the switchbacks were pretty tough. I know the first time I rode it, I struggled with it. I came back the next day and practiced on a couple of the switchbacks. Not good, huh? Catching a group of experts.
Don't wreck there.
This is a female e-bike. Gunner is having a cramp in his leg. Gunner has been the one to beat this year in the e-bike class. Because he's been having a leg issue, and I believe this is the longest I've ever been behind him. Obviously you can see why. Pedaling with one leg gets commitment.
Pass bud on your right. Thank you.
Made my pass. I have the most respect for these
Sorry, bud.
expert and pro classes. They're out here climbing the hills with your typical bike, which I've done before, but it is pretty tough. My heart rate was at 183. I think it was the highest, but it stayed right around the 180s for the full hour. So you do get a workout with these e-bikes. They're not out here doing it for you, but they are helping you to go faster. I had a pretty good line through here. At this point, I do have somebody on another e-bike behind me. I don't want to hold anybody up. I'll keep them back here for a while. When I race dirt bikes, most of the time, if somebody would come on me, I would make sure that they stay there for a while. If it looks like they're faster than me, I'll let them go. And with the e-bikes, mountain bikes, I'll do the same thing. I don't want to hold nobody up. And if they're faster, they're faster. These trails are pretty hard to make a pass on. These aren't too bad. These are a little wider. But we'll be running into a situation once we get up on top, the Middle Ridge Trail, it's really fast. And it's going to be hard to pass there. But then at the end of the Middle Ridge Trail, we have a pretty technical downhill. I catch up to B, and I was thinking he was having a problem, a bike problem, but I made a pass. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Probably currently, I'm guessing maybe 10th. Like I said, I'm going to leave it pretty much uncut or unfiltered rest the way out. You can fast forward or watch the entirety of the video.
Go ahead, bud. Yeah.
If you're wanting to check out the awesome trails here at Kanawha, make sure you watch it throughout. You'll get a great idea what kind of trails they have here. That was one of the e-bikers in my class. I let him go. This is some of the switchbacks that I came and practiced to get the proper technique. And this is actually one of the few spots that you are able to look back and see where your competition is. And I look back and I seen B. Thorne. Ralph Thorne. I mean, him have had battles not only on mountain bikes but on dirt bikes throughout the years. I guess B was passing some people on the road section and caught a log, went down, thought he broke some ribs, but he's tough. He's up pedaling. And he'll catch me up here on the Middle Ridge Trail. And we have a pretty good battle. This is a spot on the property that has had a forest fire. What beautiful trail they have here at Kanawha State Forest. this is the first video you watch of Trail Seeker Adventures, we take the camera out on all the trails. That way we can show you what the area, the bike park, the race event has to offer. That way you can see if that's something you're interested in getting your friends and family out and involved in. And you can find that out before you even get off the couch. Make sure you like, subscribe, share these videos, leave a comment. Let me know if you raced this event, what you think about it. And also, I would like to know whether you would like me to cut some of this footage out to where it's not so long. Any comment like that to make it better for you, the viewer, let me know. I surely would appreciate it.
Thanks, bud. Oh, go, go, go.
Yeah, there's not much room. Go left, right here.
Still coming. Thanks, bud. Alright, bud, thanks. I hate these hills.
This is the 461 Scott Layton returning the favor. As we get close to the top of the hill, it becomes very fast and flowy. There was a couple of those pipes that we had to contend with. Most of them was square with the trail, but there was one, I don't know, about 6 inches that would catch you off guard out here on a right hand turn. I'm curious if it caught anybody by surprise and put them on the ground, but it was not square with the trail. I believe the main reason we had, I think every race so far, the e-bike class has been growing. I first got third. I think they was only like maybe 12 or 13. The next e-bike race, I believe there was like 16, and I got 7th. But that was a pretty muddy course. This is one of Joey's bike shop's riders, which if you're in the Elkins, West Virginia area, make sure you check out Joey Bike Shop. And now we're going back across. That's where we came onto the trail after the gravel road. We crossed there and went down Black Bear, but now we're on Middle Ridge Road or trail. We kind of had like a figure 8 setup. Yeah, check out Joey's Bike Shop. They have all the bikes and actually knows how to work on them. I took mine down for a tune-up. He said I got a bent axle, my wheel was jacked up, and I came out and rode. And at this point, I got a stick. And if you've ever ridden a mountain bike, a stick in your chain, wheel, or derailleur is not a good thing. But he says, you're gonna have to get you a new wheel before long. And I went out pre-road, had broken spokes. The wheel was back there making all kinds of noise. Couldn't take a chance. I hate stopping for anything, but that is something I was not going to be able to listen to the whole time. Plus, it could break loose, go down there and break your derailleur or your chain. Not a lot to talk about here. I'm just going to sit back and let you all enjoy the trail. At the end, it gets a little exciting when Gunner and B. Thorn catches me. We have quite the little battle until the battery goes dead. But I hope you sit back and enjoy the trails of Kanawha State Park.
That's scary. Tight squeeze. He's making some noises I don't like to hear. Thank you.
If you listen closely, you can hear the axle, the noise that the bent axle is causing. And I believe I got some bearings in the head that I need to lubricate a little bit.
Come on, baby!
So Gunner, the guy that's won the last 2 e-bike races, his cramp must have went away and now he's hot on pursuit.
Downshift! I said downshift! I don't know about that! Go ahead, I'll get some video of you. To the right, there you go.
So that's Gunner, the myth, the legend. I let him get in ahead of me. I don't want to hold him up. If you've seen the sign up there though, coming off the road, the beginners will go to the left. The beginners, they only have a 7-mile course and they take some of the harder stuff. They did still have the hard climb up the road to the middle ridge trail, but they took out the hard downhills. They have a class a little bit for everybody. The expert and pros, we had a 17-mile course and I believe they had like a 19-mile course. So even though they don't have an e-bike,
watch them trees,
they go a little longer. So Gunner just shoulder check the tree there.
You need to pull off for a minute? I did.
As I'm chasing down Gunner, trying to keep up with him, getting some awesome footage. B Thorn is behind me, telling me I need to keep up with him. Doing the best I can. The uphills, he gets a little away from me, but then I seem to catch him back down on the downhills. This is an awesome opportunity to check a legend or see a legend in the wild doing what he does best.
I'll get him on the downhill.
It was making B a little nervous, letting Gunner get a little ways away. But I was surprised that I was able to keep up with him as long as I have. I think he even gets out of sight, but don't worry, we will catch him. Gunner makes a mistake, I get it on video. But aren't these some awesome trails?
B!
What fun. If you have a mountain bike, make sure you come out and check them out.
Pass whenever you can. Thank you. I'm going. Watch this pipe.
That's some of the 6-inch pipes that we've got to watch out for. As my heart rate is spiking, I'm coughing, trying to get my breath. B-Thorn's behind me, getting nervous. But don't worry, we'll see Gunner again.
I see him. I see him up here.
So I see Gunner caught and passed the Mountain Dew sponsored Austin White.
Oh my.
He is on a giant e-bike. I got my sights on him. He's a young man. That's one thing about the e-bike. There's only one class for men. Their gunner goes the wrong way. And B. Thorne, he sees his opportunity. I'm trying to get around Austin White, pedal my little butt off. But B. Thorne, I get over, give him a little room, because I knew he was coming. He is super fast on the fast stuff. I'm trying my best to get around Ashton White. I didn't make it around him. I'm sure Gunner's right on my tail. B. Thorne's going to get away. That's my thought.
Mommy!
I think Mr. White is maybe a little tired. I'm not sure what's going on. He's looking back. Take the opportunity.
You're right. To left.
Get around him. Now the situation with B. Thorne up in front of me, we're pretty close in speed. He's faster than me on the road and probably some of the uphills. I feel I'm pretty quick on the downhills and the flats, the more technical stuff. But he'll get in a situation here where he is struggling. He about crashes. I ask him if he's okay. He says no. I hear somebody say,
"You gotta be."
Something about something's tangled up in a chain.
It gets crazy now.
So I think Mr. Ralph Thorne is broke, and I found my way around him. This is where it starts getting technical. But once I get around him, thinking Gunner's going to follow me to the finish, I didn't realize until after the race, Gunner's, just as B was having issues, I guess Gunner wrecked. So right here he makes a left.
Who put that there?
It starts falling apart. B about falls off the side of the mountain.
You okay, B? No.
I ask him if he's okay. He says no. He about falls off the.
You okay,
I think
B?
his bike's broke. And I'm like, I gotta get around this guy. Made the pass, thinking Gunner's right on my tail, but he unfortunately crashed at the top of the hill. Tricky little uphill. Thinking somebody's right on my tail.
That's the worst of it.
Thinking B is like putting a chain on or something. And we're probably about a mile from the finish. But man, what fun trail this was. Great event. At this point, I thought for sure somebody was right on my tail. Whether it was Mr. Mountain Dew. Didn't think B was, because I thought he was having issues. There's a couple of switchbacks down here, and I was able to see that I had a pretty good gap on everybody And basically the way it turned out, in the male e-bike, it's a pretty technical little section here. John, the 371, got first. Aaron, the 388, got second. Harrison, the 390, got third. Robert got fourth. Barry got fifth. The 1461, Corey got sixth. I'm Kenny Hawkins, 463, got seventh. B. Thorne, the 1455, was, I don't know, about 20 seconds behind me.
Comment,
In
sweetie.
eighth, Gunner came in, the 384. In ninth, and Austin White rounded out the top 10. My good friend Bob, he came in the he came in the 14th position. What a fun day out here on the trails. Make sure you like, subscribe. If you made it this long, you must like mountain biking. We are Trail Seeker Adventures. We try to get you out on the trails so you can see what there is before you load up your bike. Make sure you like, subscribe, share with your friends, and thank you so much for watching. The camera comes to an end here right before the last downhill before the finish, so you pretty much seen every minute other than a little bit of the road and the hill climb here at round 4, the Black Bear. Thanks for watching.